All right, this is a game named StarCraft. So before I begin explaining about this game, basically they have StarCraft original and an expansion, Broad War. So currently they also have StarCraft 2, but still the most famous game in StarCraft series is StarCraft Broad War. And basically, as you see here, there are Terran, Zerg, and a Protoss. So Terran are a race that is based on human race exploring the space, and Zerg and Protoss are all aliens, and the three races they have different advantage and disadvantage in both races. So there's a single player and multiplayer, but multiplayer you can meet with the people, but since this is just demonstration, I'll go with the single player playing with the computer. Okay, so as you see, the Terran, the Protoss, and Zerg. Terran is most likely a race that is great in defense, and their firepower and the range is most compared to other races. They have advantage. And Protoss, it's one of the race that has most sturdy and tanky monsters, or the units, actually. That's how we call. But the problem with the Protoss is that their cost of the units are really high compared to Zerg or Terran, and also that their range is very short. While compared to that Terran, even though I said the firepower and the range, everything is long distance, the problem is their tankiness or sturdiness is very weak compared to other race. And Zerg, it's one of the alien race that has most efficient cost compared to the unit. Meaning the unit is not like strong, or like it doesn't have a long range, but what they have is their productivity. So the cost and the time that is used for creating the units in the game is relatively low. So meaning that even if the Zerg versus Protoss, if they have the same mineral and a gas, that's actually the resources that is used inside this game. I will show demonstrate in the game. But if both race have 1,000 gas and mineral, then Zerg will probably able to create more units than a Protoss, because their cost and time is much reduced than Protoss. And Protoss has one of the longest time in creating one unit, and also the highest cost. So Protoss users must be careful. Even though their units are really strong, they have to be careful in the resources, because it's most likely gonna be empty, eat faster than compared to other race. So I'll try to play a custom. So I'll choose one of the easiest, I mean, the most basic map that is used currently in the pro games, or any online games currently on this multiplayer games. I mean, all right. So Fighting Spirit, this is the most common game, and I'll play with just one computer. So I will choose unit Terran, and I'll see the Zerg as enemy. Okay, here you can see the tips. They tell you a lot of things, but if you are playing the normal game with a online user, with a real human being, then you won't see this kind of tips. So I click it and then I press it. So what it does, this is called SCV. These are the workers that gain the minerals over here, and gas is located here, but I need a refinery. And then when I'm trying to click some units, they tell me not enough minerals, meaning that, yeah, I literally don't have minerals. So this is a population, and when creating units, this increases, but you can increase this max until 200 by creating a small house that increases the population, and we'll see how. So this is command center. So this is where you can create these SCVs and gather minerals. Okay, now this is supply depot, Terran supply depot. So this house actually creates the maximum of the population much higher. Sorry, I will reduce a little sound because I think. All right, much better. So this game initial objective is destroy enemies building entirely. That's what main objective is supposed to be. But when users are playing, when their situation goes too bad, they type on a chat GG. Okay, I cannot see because it's computer, but yeah, that's how they type, and then they just leave the game. They don't make it until every single buildings are left. So now, as I said, I'm gonna build a refinery here. There you go. Without refinery, you cannot excavate those gas. And this is a barrack, as we know the barrack in military. It's creating small units like a marine, fire bats, medic. And now we'll see how the technology get advanced through the buildings. All right, they finish. And then the max you can put on the gas refinery is 3. So now we're gonna create the marine, and as you see now it's 18. So we're gonna use a factory here. And now we need to build the house here again. And now we have to explore the map to find out where enemy is. Enemies are most likely here, here, or here. So we have to decide which location to be explored first. So I'm gonna send him to this corner. Okay, when it's finished, when you click spacebar, it automatically shows you where your unit is taking a rest after the building and construction is done. So now here's another base you can see as a mineral here. So we're gonna build another command center to give. Oh, all right. This is another command center here. So now we saw it, checked, there's none. We send them to the other location. And units must be working continuously. And now this is factory. There's a vulture and a tank and Goliath. But we're gonna explain more after building this mechanic shop, which allows us to create more units. I mean, extra units. Now we're gonna build a bunker here, which I can put these marines inside the safely to the building, which gives more health, and it's able to fix it. And I'll show you how it can be fixed. Okay, now add-on is complete. Now we're gonna develop siege mode. Okay, I'm just checking. None. Okay, great. So now I can click this marines and put inside bunker. And I'll show how it can be fixed. Okay, stop. So this right now bunker has 330 health, but I can fix it with R key. And now it returned to 350. So now we found the enemy base here. So we're gonna put this SCV here until the enemy starts to invade us. And now I'm gonna, as you can see, they already cut it, my petrol units. And now we can think about developing units. So I stop here. Why did I develop siege tank here? is because the siege mode allows you to have different mode. So without siege mode, the range is short, the rate of fire is faster, like this. But if you develop siege mode, it can attack a range of really, really far. So now I'm gonna build 4 factories and then control 1, 2, 3, 4 to set up the location where they're gonna be deployed right after creating them. Okay, we need that. We need a speed, and now vulture is coming out. So we need more house since 41 over 44, so we need more and more tanks. That's why we are building this house. And now this armory, it allows you to upgrade the units of factory, like mechanical units. And this is starport, as you remember. This is for Marines factory units. And then that is for like a dropships, which is a sky unit. Or other, any vehicle that looks like an airplane. Yes, that will be created from there. So this is making a range of the Goliath much longer distance. And we need to build more houses because we are running out of it right now. And now this is a weapon upgrade, which gives more damage to enemy. And now this is a ComSat station, which gives you an ability to see the enemy. Oh, I need to move this one. And now we're gonna create last facility. This is the full technology that this unit has. And now we will see how the combat goes with the enemy. So now this is control 9. We're gonna use it when we want to see the enemy. So this unit has a spider mine. This is same as the mine that we know in this word. So it is undetectable without a detector. So it's most likely the enemy gonna step on it if you deploy it on the floor. And for the checkup, we're gonna check if enemy is having another base in other locations. And now upgrades, and we need this is just like a sheep that allows you to have multiple uh abilities, and I will show you later like how. Okay, now here we go. A lot of things are coming actually. Now we need to siege mode. So here we go. There's a lot of enemy coming already. The combat is going on. So now they had a lot more enemies, but actually they were dead by the mines here. So we have to think how it is important. And this is the ship that gives you a lot of ability. And now we're gonna go make another base here while trying to focus on not making our population overpopulated. So what we can do is actually creating more houses. So I'm gonna make third base here to gain more money. I mean, even this word, money matters. So I'm gonna check what is enemy doing by scanning. So this allows you for a few seconds, you can see the enemy, what they're doing. And if you know what they're doing, it's easier to expect. So we're gonna move forward now with our units. Oh, have to be careful about making a formation. Oops. So now the base is done. We're gonna make new base. Oops. So we're gonna advance now. So now this detector can find out enemies that are hidden under the ground or oh. Okay, this is actually the end of the game. So what I can tell is like the objective of this game is supposed to be thinking about how to get a lot of minerals. Like here. So there are many bases here. Oh wait. Okay. So now we can see that there are many bases, and I'll use the cheat code to see whole map. All right. So there are all minerals like here, 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 everywhere actually, right? So the point is, how are you going to make your units invest in number while not giving enemy too much base so that you have a advantage in resources? And lastly, how are you going to fight units more effectively? For example, this vulture is very fast and can deploy like mines like this, but their health is very weak. Their armor is weak. They have only 80, while compared to tank, it has double or more. This one also, Goliath, has more damage, no more health. And also Goliath is famous for attacking anti-air. So what is really important in this game is making a combination together, not like only Goliath, only Vulture, only tank will cause a big problem. But if you gather all combinations well, depending on how enemies are making a unit, then it will allow us to have a victory while gaining more resources by making more bases, like here, as I have made here also. So these are all the things that you have to consider in this game, and vice versa for other races too. It's actually the same thing, nothing too different. Thank you.